Welcome to the Vector Garden. In this video we are going to create 3D poker chips using Illustrator 3D effects. I have already prepared some artworks, and just in case you have no clue how to create this edge around here, what you can do is take the ellipse tool and draw a circle and then set up a stroke. I'm going to make that in blue. Set the stroke width, and then you can set up a dashed line. And for this dashed line, you can also set up the gaps and dashes. And those were the dashes, and then we can set up a gap. And I have created a large gap, and you see this is not equally distributed, and in order to fix that, just click on that button and then you have distributed them evenly around that circle. So that's that, and after that you outline the stroke and then you get them. So I'm going to delete that. Basically, that's the most difficult part of this. And now we're going to apply that to a 3D object. We are not going to extrude this because that would be a very complicated object with a lot of paths in it, and it would probably not work precisely, and Illustrator would not make that look good. So what we're going to do is extrude a simple circle and then apply that as a mapping to it. And in order to be able to do that, first of all, open the symbols panel and then make a symbol. So just drag it in here, and I'm going to make a static symbol. That's okay. And just call that poker round, just like this. That's that. So this is now a symbol. I'm going to move that to the side, so let's just get it out of here. We don't need that anymore. I have a duplicate here because we're going to need that later in order to prepare the side of the object. So let's first make the 3D object, and for that we're going to use this circle here. But first, in order to later be able to make that edge, we are going to note that path length. And in order to do that, open the document info panel, and in here you can go to objects, and then you see the path length, which is up here. We're going to note that again. So this here, and I need to fix this. So it's only 886, like this. That's what we need. Okay. So then we can apply white to it, and then let's make the 3D object. And we want this to be a vector image. And in order to have that, we cannot use 3D and materials, but we need to use 3D Classic. 3D and materials would turn this into a pixel image. It's basically a pixel-based effect. And also, if we later want to apply that edge to it, we might have some difficulty getting this matching exactly. So let's extrude and bevel. And then we also need to set up the height of this, and I'm just going to reduce this slightly, so just like this. You can also enter an exact value, and you could also enter other units than points. So you can enter millimeters or pixels, and Illustrator would convert that. So just like this. And then of course hit Map Art, and then what we need to do is first select the surface, and you see that one is the right one, and then select that poker, just like this. That's okay. So now we need to prepare that edge. And for that, we need this value, the length, but we also need the length of this red one. So that's why I needed that here. It's easier to take it from there than from that symbol. So you take the direct selection tool and click on that path segment and then copy that and paste it. And again, we can use the document info and see this is 26.957, this value here. And now we can build that. That needs to be a very long rectangle. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Let's make that in a light gray. And it needs to have this length here. So I'm just going to copy it. And then in the transform panel, let's just paste it like this. So that's what we need. And then, of course, we need another rectangle. I'm going to make it the same height. And let's just pick up that red color. And it needs to be this width. So let's copy that and then go in here and just paste it. But now we need to distribute that along this. So what we need to have is first, there are 4 of these. So let's make a duplicate here, and then I'm not going to need this because it's the width of this. So let's go to transform. We have 4 of these. So just multiply that. And then we have this value, this one. And I'm going to make a copy of this one. And we need to subtract it. So like this. So like this. And now we need to divide this by 4 because we have 4 white ones. So just divide this by 4, such as this. And what we need to do then is take this, which is the length of the red one. Then a white one is following. So let's just take it here and align it. And then select these 2. And now let's press the Alt key and the Shift key and align it here. And then press Command D on Windows, Control D to make a duplicate. So this is the edge. And let's take these and make them white. And select all of them and make a symbol. So that's the edge, like this. And then we're going to open the appearance panel, go in here again, map art. So we need to get to the next one here and select this edge, like this. And only now we can see how Illustrator sets this. So obviously the starting point of that circle is either here or there or whatever. So let's go to OK here and OK. So this doesn't work like that. We need to do it differently. So let's double click to enter symbol editing mode. And now I'm going to make a duplicate. So let's first go into outline view because this needs to be over here as well, like this. And it needs to be like this. So just half of that, and this one as well, half of that. double click to get out of here, and let's go in here, go to map art, like this, looks okay. And let's check it out here, and you see it aligns. So I'm going into the effect again, going to map art, because we haven't got the back side like this. And just there it is, like this. Let's shade the artwork. Okay. And what you can now do is rotate this. So always like that, the back side doesn't work very well, so you would have to make the flipped version of it. So that's a bug in the 3D effect if you want to use that back side. But of course we can get away with just the front and can rotate it. So you can set up a perspective, and of course you can go into more options, set the lighting in the way you want it to look. That's how you can set this up for that round object. In a second video, we're going to take a look at this one down here, which has a rounded rectangle shape.